Now we're going to try this one again. Little take two action there. Still have the dog? Hey, buddy. So I was saying, Sunday might go to golf, catch some golf. Which I was saying, I know it's weird to watch a sport I really don't watch that much with a team I don't watch, but whatever. So let's see what we got from Mojo. Looks like some archives, maybe. So this is months old. So I age my breaks now, at least some of them. Mojo, I wait. Give it a couple months. Oh, and Sammy's back. Hey, buddy. You gonna stand on the keyboard there? So I did just get home. Haven't been off to the gym yet. Yep, shove your butt right in the camera, bud. Get cards. Not planning on sports tonight, except whoever's on the radio. Tomorrow we're busy, but not sports. Sunday we've got another Hotspur watch party. I've been told that the Hotspur fans are in protest. Because they're not happy. Don't tell anyone I said this, but one of my first introductions to the Premier League was reading Jeremy Clarkson's book, and he talked about liking Chelsea. So I had the brief thought when I got into Premier League, maybe I would go with Chelsea. But now we don't do that. We don't do that at all. We don't like Chelsea very much. All right, so that was archives, I believe. I do have a purple, which is funny because I don't like cars that much either. But I really enjoy the show Top Gear, despite not liking cars. Or at least not being into them that super much. Now we've got a Hemby and a Prather break. I must say that I don't like transfer portal. There's got to be a better way. And I know players, they're acting in their own self-interest, which you can't really blame them for. They want to make money. But if all the fans are gone, they're not going to be making money. Now, I don't think they'll lose all the people, but I think the difference between the haves and the have-nots will get quite extreme. And you'll have, maybe a dozen viable teams and then a whole bunch that aren't. And that might help us reach a point where, it's no longer the money sport once was. I know the Terps fans of football aren't super enthusiastic about what you've got to pay to get the tickets and to go to the game and park and all that stuff for a team that didn't even make a bowl this year. When they do make a bowl, it's because they're beating up on Towson and other teams like that for a game or two. Just get over a hump. So card-wise, it also kind of stinks. So there are only really two in Bowman U Chrome. One of them is Roman Hemby, who's not going to be a Terp next year, not going to graduate a Terp. So it kind of sucks from a card perspective. I mean, it means he's cheap and breaks. I guess is your refractor. You're top loaded. Don't look that special though. Might just be for the stability of the pack. But card wise, you know, what's the point if these guys are playing for 3 different teams throughout their college career? All right, and then we got Prather, couple base. You're top loaded, but you might be the same deal where they top load just for stability. But I do have Sapphire. That's why I've been getting these guys again, because I haven't gotten the Sapphire yet. And nice hit. Let's see. We've got some O's Series 1. Feels pretty hefty. So this might have been 4 boxes. Hopefully some nice base cards. Some cool inserts and parallels. Let's see. Yeah, it was 4 hobby. Not as many cards as it looks from the outside, just because of how carefully they've been packed. All right, I see a Holiday, greatest hits. I see a Cal Ripken Jr. Mojo. All right, let's have a look. I have been listening a little bit. All right, we got a Kobe. I think the base locks are showing tonight. Slim. Now the base locks, they're a little bit harder to listen to on the radio. It just doesn't play well with my car. So if I'm driving around, it gets real loud, then it gets real quiet. So I might not follow them very much, especially because I have very little plans on going to see them right now. Probably still get to some Orioles games if I can get good last minute deals, since the Birdland membership isn't such a great deal anymore. Excuse me. And I'm having interest. I'm interested. I'm enjoying going to the other local teams, like UMBC and University of Maryland. University of Maryland officially the better team, although UMBC beat them in baseball just on Tuesday. It is much easier to get to UMBC from my school. And from UMBC and College Park to home, it's about the same. It's a little bit longer to get to College Park. But I mean, College Park does have a nicer stadium, more atmosphere. And honestly, by the time I get to the game, game's just about to start. So it's not like it's too close or too far. All right. Dermot. More Holiday. Eloy, who was like with the team for a couple months. Gunner, who's supposed to be playing tonight, from what I understand. So See, if I lose interest in college, especially before that's okay. It's because Santander, there's a couple Yankees, then a Santander. None of them are on our team this year. So, like, there's still a chance that I just get completely hooked on college sports, either UMBC or Towson or Maryland College Park. And even if there are transfer portal issues, I stay. But if the transfer portal thing really annoys me before that happens, then I go. And we find something else to do. Because lack of loyalty is really not compatible with me. I understand why I do it, but I'm not going to get all invested in a team and player if everyone's only there for like a year and then they're gone. Now, Bowie is built to be that way. No, Bowie doesn't have as many fans as they could have, but you can get around it. And during my Booster Club days, I learned a lot of techniques for how to get around it and what these clubs should be doing. All right, we do have Orioles. Looks like it's Prism. I've rarely been able to get the Orioles just because they were always too expensive, but Prism, they were a decent price. And we'll take an auto. So let's start with the auto. It's an Enrique Bradfield Jr. out of 99. 99 out of 99. So he's going to be with Bowie. I got I think they call it a Pulsar. At a $4.99 for Eddie Murray. I've got a Mac Horvath who's traded, I'm pretty sure. I've got a Kobe Mayo who's been sent down to the minors. I've got Jim Palmer, retired. Prismatic, Bradfield Jr. Westberg. I joke about retired, but I do like it when the sets have the legends, because that makes you more want to get a box. Because if I'm going to get, the fourth best player on the Minnesota Twins of this year, I don't really care. But if I'm going to get a Kirby Puckett or Harmon Killebrew or one of the classic players that, even though I'm not really a Twins fan, I know. I like that. Injured, sliding into first base, gone 2 months. Right. Last pack. It is WWE National Treasures. So we're going to close with this because if there's any premium stuff, it should be in here. Player breaks are kind of hit and miss because to get like the current stars and the absolute legends, really expensive. But I don't follow too much of the current product. I like, the 90s, 2000s, back when I was watching a lot. So I can get people from that era and enjoy myself. It looks like I've got 5 hits here. I'm not looking too close, so we will not look and reveal, although I can't see what I'm doing, not see what I'm doing. So I'm looking at you. I've got my first 2 hits in my hand here. It is a Andrade material. Now it looks like a matte relic. Numbered to 25. All right, not bad. Colossal National Treasure. I got enough of those. I bet I could set my own mat. All right, very good. Very good start. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Big E. Out of 10. Material. Multicolored. So that's an actual piece of trunks or something. Numbered to 10. Big E. That's a cool one. All right. All right, we've got another Andrade, but an autograph out of 99. Sticker autograph. I tend to agree with the people who say sticker autographs aren't premium. But oh well, it's mine. I love it. Ooh. Out of 75, a legend signature sticker. Booker T. We did pretty good this break. We've got one more signature. It's another Booker T. Out of 99. Oh, hell. King Booker. Very cool. So, in one, and there are other people I got in this break that I didn't hit on because National Treasures. I want to say it's like 10 cards per pack, 40 cards per break. So you get maybe a dozen wrestlers and hit on 3-4 of them. That's the way it goes. But this is some pretty cool stuff. The Matt Relic, Colossal out of 25. The Booker T Auto out of 75. The Andrade Auto out of 99. Another Booker T Auto out of 99. And this one is going to be the rarest out of 10. Big E. It's materials. It's not the matte piece of his outfit, I guess. But out of 10. So nice little break there. I depending on the schedule for Sunday, don't know when I'll go live. I said Saturday is probably gonna be super busy. Sunday, if I go to both the Spurs and this golf thing, is also gonna be super busy. But I kind of want to. So we'll see. I'm going to relax a little bit, fetch kids, and go to the gym and all that. You guys have a good weekend.